winter perfumes are kind of an elusive thing. People like to wear perfumes based on the season, lighter perfumes for the summer and spring, and then heavier perfumes for the autumn and winter. And while I do have a video on Christmas perfumes, I would argue that winter perfumes are different than Christmas perfumes, mainly because Christmas perfumes are generally kind of just a staple, spicy, smoky perfumes, but winter perfumes have a bit more flexibility. So I'm gonna talk about some perfumes that I think make really good perfumes for the winter. And the first thing that I have to argue is that I don't think winter perfumes always have to be warm, or heavy. I think some winter perfumes can be sometimes as light as summer perfumes, which may be a controversial opinion in the perfume industry, I don't know. But, alright, well, I guess I should just get started. One of my top choices for winter perfumes is Chanel No. 5, which is, you could wear this any time of the year, really, and it's just because it's so versatile. So, the thing about Chanel No. 5 is that it's been around since 1921, and it's still popular, so, obviously people are going to wear it probably until the end of time. So, I would say that the thing that makes No. 5 such a good option, not only for winter but all the time, is that it has a certain classic nature. It has very nice floral notes that really kind of, make it known to you. But then the longer you wear it, it evolves into a much richer and warmer sort of fragrance. It has those civet notes, it has musk, wood notes, stuff like that. So it has a nice kind of almost oily quality where it kind of soothes and smooths across the skin, and it sticks to you. So the reason why I think this perfume is really good for winter is that it has a nice warmth, but it's not too warm. Sometimes perfumes are too warm, almost can overheat the sort of smell you're trying to go for. But Chanel has such a nice balance that it's hard to do that. So really, you could drench yourself in Chanel No. 5 and it would still be mostly okay. So, and those floral notes do give it a little bit of coolness, which complements obviously winter's own coolness. So overall, Chanel, you can't go wrong with Chanel No. 5. So another option on my list is Joy by Jean Patou, and this is also another relatively old perfume from 1930, and it's not really worn that much anymore, but it really has a quality that's perfect for winter because I would say it's mainly a woody / floral fragrance. The floral notes, I think it's made from 10,000 different flowers, so definitely a floral perfume. And you could definitely get those floral notes right in the beginning, and obviously sometime after you start wearing it. But after some time, after a few hours, after it really settles into your skin, you really get those really delicious wood notes. And these wood notes, which are mainly oak, they're hard to find in a lot of perfumes these days. This is more, you can imagine a finely crafted wood box, and that's very similar, or antique wood box, and that's very close to what the wood notes in Joy smell like. Mainly, the thing about those wood notes is that they're dry, but they're not too dry thanks to those floral notes in the beginning, roses and irises and stuff like that. So that balance, I think, really is a really lively choice for winter, because obviously there's not really any floral growths in winter unless there's a greenhouse somewhere, but Joy takes those floral notes and mixes them with the wood notes to really create a very refreshing, slightly warm, not too warm, mainly refreshing winter fragrance. And that's really what I like for winter. And in a similar vein, the third choice here is more modern. Dolce & Gabbana, Sicily. A very sleek and minimalistic interior there. The thing about this is that it really has an interesting mix of floral notes, spices, and wood notes. So this is a much more modern perfume. It would probably appeal to more people for that reason. But the thing about Sicily, I think it's called Velvet Sicily, but I guess some people just call it Sicily. But in general, it has an interesting mix of dry spiciness and sweet spiciness, and that kind of battle over those different notes makes this a very compelling, very interesting sort of fragrance. And it's mixed. I would say it has kind of a saffron aura, along with faintly sweet floral notes. And there's just a touch of musk at the bottom. And that musk really grounds the light sweetness that this perfume has. And at the same time, it has a lightness that could also make it really good for summer or spring. But it's mainly those spicy notes, wood notes, and musk that kind of drag it down and make it also a really good winter perfume. So that's my take on that. Some people might insist that it's mainly a spring summer perfume, but I think it's more versatile than that. The next one, which I don't think anyone can deny is a really good winter choice, is Shalimar. Shalimar is one of my favorites. I specifically have the eau de parfum, so I can't really speak to the eau de toilette. I don't really know what that smells like, but the eau de parfum is delightful. It's most of all very smoky. You could imagine lighting a fine cigar, and Shalimar would smell very similar to that. And the thing about Shalimar is that besides those smoky notes, that kind of incensey, resinous nature, it is mixed with a little bit of citrus, especially in the beginning. Orange, bergamot, a little bit of lemon. And you can imagine squeezing a fresh citrus fruit over the coals of a fireplace. That mix is enchanting, I think. And overall, despite those kind of bright citrus notes in the beginning, this is a very warm, very heavy, smoky perfume. And that's really perfect if you're looking to warm up in the cold winter weather. Shalimar will definitely do that. And I would argue, even though I don't really know what the eau de toilette smells like, the eau de toilette naturally will be weaker than the eau de parfum. So I would argue that the eau de parfum would be generally warmer and a better choice for winter. So the last one that I have on my list here is one of my new favorites. This is Youth Dew by Estee Lauder, and this is primarily a spicy perfume. It's while it can be just a nice Christmas perfume, I would argue that it's good for the whole winter, the autumn as well. The thing about this is that, similar to Shalimar, it does have those nice citrus notes in the beginning, although I would say that Youth Dew has more like a dried citrus rather than fresh citrus like Shalimar. So besides that, Youth Dew also has really prominent spices of nutmeg, allspice, cloves especially. And then in the base notes, it has a lot of some wood notes and also some musk, so it really grounds the perfume. And this is a very, very warm perfume, similar to Shalimar, and for that reason, it's really good for those, the coldest months of the year, because much like a fireplace, it will definitely just warm you up, basically. And that's just a really nice, if you don't feel like doing a lighter perfume like Chanel No. 5 or Joy, then this heavier choice would definitely be, a good option. So other than that, that's mainly all of my choices for winter perfumes for this video. If you have any other recommendations of really good winter perfumes, you can always leave those down in the comments below. If you like the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.